What's the difference between a mouse and a rat? Hi, welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Hey, have you ever seen a mouse before? Has the place where you live ever had mice that you had to get rid of? That happened to us before. One day we started finding little mouse droppings in our house, so we had to go out and buy some mouse traps. But while I was out buying those mouse traps, I noticed they also sell rat traps. And I thought to myself, what is the difference between a mouse and a rat? They are pretty similar creatures, but they're different. What exactly is different about them? Do you know? Let's talk about it today. Mice and rats are both small mammals called rodents, and they have a lot in common. See, rodents are animals with front teeth that keep growing throughout their lives. Can you imagine if your front teeth never stopped growing? This is why animals like squirrels, and beavers, and hamsters, and gerbils, and yes, mice and rats, this is why they chew so much. Because their front teeth are called incisors, and chewing helps keep those teeth from getting too long. I didn't realize a beaver is a rodent, but it makes sense. Just look at those teeth. Now, both mice and rats have fur, and long tails, and whiskers, and quick little feet, and those sharp front teeth. But there are also some pretty big differences too. The biggest one is size. Do you know which one is bigger, a mouse or a rat? I'll tell you how I found out. Remember when I said that I had to go buy mouse traps and I saw the rat traps too? Well, I noticed that the rat traps were way bigger than the mouse traps. That's because rats are usually much bigger than mice. A mouse is usually small enough that it can fit in the palm of your hand, and a rat is usually longer and bigger. It's around the size of a ruler if you include the tail. Their faces can look different too. Mice usually have smaller, pointier faces with larger looking ears compared to their heads. Rats often have blunter noses and smaller looking ears compared to their bodies. But you know, I looked at a lot of pictures of mice and rats when I was researching for this episode, and sometimes the rats looked like they had pointy noses too. If you can find a picture of a mouse and a rat, what do they look like to you? Now, rat tails and mouse tails, they're different as well. A mouse's tail is thinner and more delicate looking. Looks like it could snap easier. A rat's tail is usually thicker and stronger looking. Both tails help with balance when they climb. So what we're hearing over and over is that rats in general are just bigger overall, except for their ears, which look smaller compared to their bodies. A mouse's ears are much bigger compared to their bodies. Mice and rats also leave behind different signs if they get into a building like your house. Mouse droppings are smaller, and rat droppings are, can you guess? Yep, they're bigger too. So if you see a small rodent with a tiny body and big-looking ears and a pointy little face and a thin tail, you're probably looking at a mouse. If you see a larger rodent with a heavier body, smaller-looking ears, and a thicker tail, that's probably a rat. So really it's all just bigger on a rat overall, except for the mouse's ears, which are bigger, relatively speaking. And I can remember that because I'll just think of Mickey Mouse and how big Mickey Mouse's ears are. So if I see a rodent with big ears, I'll just think Mickey Mouse has big ears too, so that must be a mouse. So there we go. Now we can tell apart the mouse and the rat. Okay, let's have a quick quiz and see how much we learned. What are the front teeth of rodents called? They're called incisors. And what helps rodents keep their teeth from getting too long? All of the chewing they do. And which one usually has bigger ears compared to its head, a mouse or a rat? Which one has the bigger ears compared to its head? Remember, Mickey Mouse has big ears. A mouse! And which one usually has a thicker, stronger tail? That would be a rat. Let's play true or false. True or false? Rodents' teeth stop growing once they are adults. No, that's false. True or false? Rats are usually bigger than mice. That is true. True or false? A mouse's tail is usually thicker than a rat's tail. That is false. Would you rather have super strong front teeth that never stop growing, or really big Mickey Mouse ears that help you hear everything around you? Now imagine how interesting it would be to have rodent teeth that it just kept growing and you had to chew constantly in order to stop them from just overtaking your whole face. That sounds pretty fun. A fun challenge. I think I'll go with that one. Super strong front teeth that never stop growing. All right, let's play a round of What Am I? What am I? I grow throughout an animal's life. I need to be worn down, and I help rodents chew. What am I? I am the front teeth. Do you remember what they're called? Incisors. Mice and rats are both rodents, but they are not the same creature. They're different in size and face shape and ear size and tail thickness. Usually, if the rodent is bigger, it's a rat. But mice have the bigger ears. So the next time you see a mouse or a rat, now you'll know if it's a mouse or a rat. What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And we've got some birthdays today. Today is Rowan's birthday. Rowan is from California and Rowan is turning 6. Happy birthday, Rowan. Reese is from Belleville, Canada, and Reese is turning 6. Happy birthday, Reese. Boris is from New York, and Boris is turning 5. Happy birthday, Boris. Maxwell is from Minnesota, and Maxwell is turning 1. Happy birthday, Maxwell. Hazel is from Colorado, and Hazel is turning 3. Happy birthday, Hazel. It's Loveland's birthday, too. Loveland is turning 5. Happy birthday, Loveland. Yara is from Virginia, and Yara is turning 7. Happy birthday, Yara. Jameson is from South Carolina, and Jameson is turning 5. Happy birthday, Jameson. Liam Burra is from England, and Liam Burra is turning 8. Happy birthday, Liam Burra. Dylan is from Washington, D.C., and Dylan is turning 5. Happy birthday, Dylan. To all the grown-ups listening, if your curious kid wants their birthday mentioned on the show, please visit supportcuriouskids.com and join the Curious Kids Club. That's supportcuriouskids.com. See you tomorrow.